Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. My name is Derek, and in the next 3 minutes, we're going to take a look at one of the smaller prophets in the Old Testament, the book of Micah. There's only 7 chapters, so we're going to tackle all 7 chapters today. The book of Micah is a powerful blend of justice and judgment, deep, surprising hope. It's written during the 8th century BC. During this time, Micah is ministering in the exact same time frame as Isaiah. He's speaking both to Samaria, which would be known as Israel, and Jerusalem, which is also known as Judah. His message brings this message against corrupt leaders and heartless religion, yet it ends with one of the most tender portrayals of God's mercy in the entire Old Testament. All right, let's look at chapters 1 and 2. Micah opens with a vision of God coming down from heaven, treading on the high places as the mountains melt beneath him. He announces judgment on both Samaria and Jerusalem for idolatry, injustice, and exploitation. The wealthy have seized land and homes from the powerless, and prophets have been silenced if they speak the truth. But even in judgment, God promises to gather a remnant like a shepherd gathering his flock. As we turn into the next several chapters, chapters 3 through 5, we see this idea of corrupt leaders and a coming promised king. Chapter 3 zeroes in on Israel's corrupt leadership, politicians who devour the people, prophets who preach for profit, and judges who take bribes. Because of this, Zion will be plowed like a field. But then there's this beautiful shift in chapter 4. God will establish a new kingdom, and people from every nation will come to learn his ways. Peace will reign, and swords will become plowshares. Micah 5 delivers a famous prophecy where it says, "But you, O Bethlehem, from you shall come forth for me one who is to be ruler over Israel." This points us directly to Jesus, the promised king from David's line, who would shepherd God's people in the strength of the Lord. Though Israel would go through suffering, deliverance would come through this humble king. Chapter 6 is a reminder that God brings a lawsuit against his people, reminding them of his faithfulness in the past. Then he asks a question that cuts through all religion. With what shall I come before the Lord? The answer is not ritual or sacrifice, but relationship. Yet Israel has done the opposite. They've practiced deceit, violence, and greed. Therefore, judgment will come. In chapter 7, Micah ends with a personal lament. The nation is so corrupt that even families can't be trusted. However, Micah is able to cling to hope. In one of the most stunning passages of grace in the Old Testament, Micah praises God for his forgiveness. Who is like you, God, pardoning iniquity? Micah's name means who is like the Lord. These final verses show the answer. The answer is no one. There is no one like the Lord, and that is the Lord we worship. Be well, friends.